Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to discuss the ancient Indus Valley civilization. Long ago, while the pyramids rose in Egypt and the cities of Mesopotamia thrived between the Tigris and Euphrates, another great civilization grew even larger in South Asia. This was the Indus Valley civilization, also called the Harappan civilization, named after its largest city, Harappa. It stretched across what we know now as Pakistan and Western India, making it one of the biggest ancient civilizations in the world. The life of the Harappans was deeply connected to the Indus River, also known as Sindhu Darya, which flowed down from the mighty Himalayas into the Arabian Sea. Each year, monsoon rains and melting snow filled the river and flooded the land, leaving behind rich soil. Just as the Nile gave life to Egypt, the Indus provided food and water for the Harappan people. For nearly 1,000 years, villages and cities flourished along its banks. The Indus Valley civilization developed through three main phases. It began with small farming villages during the early Harappan phase at around 3,300 BCE to 2,600 BCE, grew into advanced cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in the mature Harappan phase, which dates from 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, and declined during the late Harappan phase, approximately around 1900 BCE to 1300 BCE. During the early Harappan phase, people lived in small farming villages near the Indus River. People learned one of the most important skills in history, farming. The Indus River flooded every year, leaving behind rich soil that was perfect for growing crops. Because of this, the Harappans built their villages and cities near the river, where water and fertile land were easy to find. The farmers of the Indus Valley grew many kinds of crops, such as wheat, barley, rice, peas, sesame, and cotton. In fact, they were among the first people in the world to grow cotton and make it into cloth. To make farming easier, they used wooden plows pulled by oxen. They also raised animals like cows, goats, sheep, water buffalo, and chickens to provide milk, meat, and help with farm work. They dug canals and wells to bring water to their fields during dry seasons. This early form of irrigation helped them grow food even when the river didn't flood. This shows their knowledge of water management and their ability to adapt to their environment. During the mature Harappan phase, the Harappans became skilled craftsmen and active traders. Because the Harappans were good farmers, they often produced more food than they needed. This extra harvest allowed some people to become craftsmen, traders, and builders instead of farmers, helping their civilization grow strong and advanced. They created beautiful pottery, beads, and jewelry made from carnelian, ivory, and gold. Their skill in metalwork is shown in the famous bronze figurine called the Dancing Girl, a masterpiece that reveals their artistic talent and creativity. Harappan traders traveled in ox-drawn carts to nearby towns and even to faraway lands like Mesopotamia. Boats also helped them carry heavy goods easily over long distances. They exchanged cotton, grain, and jewelry for precious stones and metals from other regions. To mark their goods, they used soapstone seals carved with animal symbols and a special writing system called the Indus script. These seals, often showing images of elephants, tigers, and buffaloes, were used for trading and record keeping. Although no one has yet been able to read the Indus script, it reminds us how organized and advanced the Harappans were in communication and business. As trade and crafts flourished, The Harappan's towns grew larger and busier. Over time, these small communities turned into great cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. To keep everything organized and safe, they began designing their cities carefully, showing great skill in planning and construction. During the mature Harappan phase, the people showed an incredible talent for planning and building. Their cities were among the most advanced in ancient world. The Harappans designed their streets in straight lines that crossed each other like a grid because they wanted their cities to be organized, clean, and easy to move around in. Houses were made of strong, baked bricks that were all the same size, showing how careful and orderly they were. Many homes had flat roofs, open courtyards, and their own wells for clean water. Each house even had a bathing area connected to covered drains that carried dirty water away, an early form of plumbing that helped keep their cities clean and healthy. In the city centers stood public buildings such as granaries for storing grain, workshops for making tools and pottery, and the famous Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro, which may have been used for special ceremonies or religious bathing. The Harappans also built their cities on raised platforms called citadels to protect them from floods and heavy rains. The people of the Indus Valley were not only great builders but also clever inventors. Archaeologists discovered standard weights and measures that ensured trade and construction were fair and accurate. Their fired brick technology made buildings strong and long-lasting. These smart ideas show that the Harappans understood engineering, measurement, and organization better than most civilizations of their time. Unlike other ancient societies, the Harappans did not have powerful kings or large armies. Instead, they were guided by wise leaders or councils who worked together to plan cities, manage trade, and keep peace among the people. Through teamwork and intelligence, the Harappans built one of the most advanced and well-organized civilizations in the ancient world. As their cities became more organized and their trade grew stronger, the Harappans also turned their attention to spiritual life and the forces of nature around them. Religion played an important role in Harappan life. The people worshipped many gods and goddesses, making them polytheistic. They honored deities connected to fertility, nature, and cleanliness, which were central to their daily lives and values. Archaeologists discovered clay figurines of a mother goddess, believed to represent fertility and the power of life. Some seals show images of animals and a horned figure, sitting in a yoga-like pose, thought to be an early form of Shiva, worshipped later in India. Unlike the Egyptians, the Harappans did not build huge temples or pyramids. Instead, they built large bathhouses, such as the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. These discoveries showed that the water was not only a source of life, but also a sacred symbol of purity and renewal in their culture. As time went on, the great cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro began to fade. During the late Harappan phase, rivers started to dry up and farming became difficult. With less food and fewer trades, people slowly left their cities in search of better places to live. Even though the civilization ended, the Harappans' legacy lived on. That's all about the ancient Indus Valley civilization.